Hi, this is Maria Luisa Castellanos, the principal of United Architects, and today we're going to talk about general contractors. How do you know how to hire a general contractor for your remodeling project or your new construction? Here are some questions to ask that contractor that you're considering. How is your company structured? Do you carry workman's compensation as well as liability? The state of Florida does not require that you carry workman's compensation if you have less than 3 people in the firm. However, that's a risk to you because if something happens on your project, then you become liable. So you want to have them carry workman's compensation even if it's not required. Who from your company will be at my house each day? In Miami, we have lots of projects that just stall and nobody shows up for weeks or months at a time. So you want to know who's the person that's going to be in charge and who's going to come to that work site every day. How do you handle scheduling? It's important to have an agreed upon schedule so the project doesn't get behind, and it's important that the contractor at least once a month updates that schedule to keep you abreast of what is happening on that project. And how do you plan to communicate with me? Are we going to communicate by email, by text, by phone calls? You need to set this up from the very beginning so that you know what to expect, so that on a daily basis you know where you stand. Is this the kind of project that you do often? So you want to hire a residential contractor who does small projects if you're going to do an addition or remodeling. If it's going to be a new house, then you've got to find a contractor that's used to that kind of work. Definitely don't hire a commercial contractor who does really big projects for your small addition because he's not going to be interested. He's going to lose interest right away. Sometimes owners want to do part of the work themselves. So if you're that kind of owner, you want to ask that ahead of time. If I want to do my own, say my own flooring because I have a flooring contractor, or my brother-in-law is actually a flooring contractor, then I want to know ahead of time if he's willing to work with me on this issue. What do you subcontract? Most contractors today, they subcontract everything. So you want to know how long they've been working with the subcontractor so that you know, and you want to know the names of everybody so that in case there's an emergency, you want to know who to contact. How many projects does he have going on at the same time? Does he have 20 projects going on and he's a solopreneur, or does he have three projects that he can handle? Or does he have just one? It's going to be your project. The fewer the projects he has, the better for you, because that way he can pay more attention. How will you handle the final certificate of occupancy? You want to make sure that before you give him the last check, you want to make sure that he's completed all of the inspections. Even before that, even before you get to the end, you want to make sure that he's keeping up with all of the inspections as we're going along. Well, first let's make sure he gets a permit to start the project, and then you want to know that he is keeping up with all the inspections as you go along. And you want to make sure that at the end the project is closed out. You don't want to have a project that's still open without the final certificate of occupancy or final certificate of completion. Then ask the contractor if he has any concerns on your particular project. For example, a contractor will be concerned that maybe he can't get the cabinetry right away because we're having a supply issue on cabinetry, or we're having a supply issue on copper, and he doesn't know, if he's going to be able to get the copper piping for the water and for the water lines. So you want to ask him if he sees any problems before we even start the work. So don't make your decision on a general contractor based on price only. Make sure you ask him all these questions and that the answers he gives you are acceptable to you. Again, my name is Maria Luisa Castellanos. I'm the principal of United Architects. I do a lot of remodelings, additions on residential projects. So anytime, if you have a project you want to discuss, call me. My number is 305-439-7898, 305-439-7898. Have a wonderful day.